Hey, you okay, Ladybug? You good?
I think so.
Peter, protect the Guardians. Thanos separated their souls from their bodies. If they're out too long, they will die.
I don't know how to fix that.
No, I know you don't, but she does.
Okay, stay here.
Wake. Wake up, stupid!
Hey,
It's not working.
well, you can do this. You can do it. The wizard said you could do it.
I can't.
They're dying. You have to.
Please. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Please. Move your face. It's making me sick.
Wake!
Yeah, you may have hit a couple things on the way down. Not actually my fault. You're just super heavy.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my breakdown of the new Avengers Infinity Saga deleted scene of Spider-Man and Mantis and Doctor Strange saving everyone's souls. So it gets super cosmic, super weird. There's a lot of big Easter eggs for the cosmic stuff that they're going to be doing during Marvel Phase 4, so we'll break it all down. If you're new to the channel, we're doing that giant Infinity Saga box set of all the Blu-rays. That's where this scene came from. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know what you want them to do with the big cosmic stuff during Marvel Phase 4. So we'll just break this down top 5 style, starting with number 5. During Avengers Infinity War, the battle on Titan when the Avengers and the Guardians were fighting Thanos, they were going to use this fight to show you how Thanos' mastery of all the different Infinity Stones was evolving super quickly. They kind of reference how hard it is to actually use the Infinity Gauntlet from a mental perspective, not just how much collateral damage you can soak from the energy rippling off the gauntlet while it's being used. There's a reason why only a couple of the characters, like a couple of the Avengers and people like Thanos, are able to actually wield the gauntlet. The reason why Professor Hulk is the one to wield the Nano Gauntlet instead of Thor is because Thor could soak the damage, but his mind isn't able to make those fine-tuned calculations, the fine-tuned control to snap everyone back at the exact location that they were dusted. There was also a moment when the writers were answering all kinds of funny, specific questions about how the Infinity Gauntlet and the snaps worked. People asked what happened to all the people who were snapped while they were flying 30,000 feet in the air on a plane, or people who were driving cars, or in the middle of doing something really dangerous. Did all those people get snapped back 30,000 feet in the air and then just fall to the ground and splat? They said no, in their minds, the Hulk knew to snap them back in a safe place. So it just takes a really powerful mind, a really smart, genius-level mind, to do all that all over the universe simultaneously. So throughout the battle, that's why you see Thanos using each of the different Infinity Stones separately with really cool powers. One, because it looks cool, but also to show you that he's learning to master each of the different stones by themselves, and then he uses a couple of them in combination with each other, showing you that he's slowly learning to use all the Infinity Stones simultaneously, which is what happens when you actually snap someone out of existence. You're wielding all 6 stones at the exact same time. So during this part of the fight scene, he was going to use the Soul Stone to separate everyone from their bodies, the same way the Ancient One separated Doctor Strange from his body into his astral form when she was just trying to open his mind and freak him out a little. Number 4. The twist, though, as Doctor Strange tells Spider-Man, is that if their souls are left untethered from their bodies for too long, they'll die. So Peter literally has to swing around and grab their floating souls and bring them back to their bodies. This gets into some crazy mythology comic book territory, and you can probably see why the Russos chose to delete this scene. It almost raises more questions than it answers, like why is Spider-Man able to physically touch their souls? Shouldn't they just pass through physical objects like ghosts? Did Doctor Strange lay an enchantment on him that enables him to physically interact with them? And that's on top of the fact that the concept of the Soul Stone and its powers are never fully explained during Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame. You actually have to read a lot of the tie-in material to understand the rules that they established for the Soul Stone's powers and abilities. Their official explanation is that yes, obviously it can control souls, but it is also able to preserve life after death, which is why the Soul World exists within the Soul Stone, that orange cosmic place that Thanos and Iron Man in the deleted scene go after they snap the gauntlets. The writers and the Russos didn't call this the Soul World, even though that's what it is. On the set of the movies, they just referred to it as the Way Station, as in a cosmic train station between life and death. It's exactly like the end of Harry Potter Deathly Hallows when he's in the very cosmic-looking version of Platform 9 3/4 talking to Dumbledore's spirit between life and death. Within the Marvel Universe, the Soul Stone captures pieces of people's souls and keeps them there like echoes of their souls. That's how Thanos is able to talk to Gamora as a child, and Iron Man is able to talk to an adult version of his daughter, Morgan Stark. The Iron Man scene also kind of requires a little more explanation because he's speaking to his daughter kind of in the future, but not in the future. Like, people's souls only exist within the soul world after they've died, so at some point in the future, she died of old age, and then a piece of her soul remained here, and Iron Man is just connected to it through the Time Stone. The Russos also deleted that scene of Morgan Stark in the soul world just because people in test screenings found it too confusing, and they didn't immediately know that that was his daughter that he was talking to. I posted that deleted scene to my channel a while ago, so I'll link it down in the description. But number 3, after Spider-Man brings their souls back to their bodies, Mantis uses her psychic abilities to bind their souls back to their physical forms. This is also one of those things that seems very complicated and they don't bother to explain. We've only seen some of her powers and abilities, but if it wasn't clear from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Mantis is also half celestial like Peter Quill. She's just another one of Ego the Living Planet's many children that he sired, found and then kept around when he saw that her psychic abilities were useful to him. So Mantis is Peter Quill's half-sister. They don't explicitly let you know that during Guardians 2, but it's implied when you see them have that freaky, funny PowerPoint presentation of Ego doing it with all those different species. One of them is from Mantis's species. So she's very powerful, but neither she nor Peter Quill have their crazy god-level celestial powers anymore. They only had those and their immortality while Ego the Living Planet was still alive and they were in proximity to him. So yes, they still have celestial DNA, but not celestial powers. Speaking of which, we'll see more Celestials during the Eternals movie later this year, so I'll talk more about the Celestials in the MCU when they release that trailer. It'll be super weird and super cool. Number 2 WTF, after this scene of Spider-Man and Mantis saving everyone, there was a deleted scene of the Living Tribunal. That's right, the Living Tribunal was actually in Avengers Infinity War for a brief hot minute. Well, right after this, Doctor Strange was going to do the same thing to Thanos that the Ancient One also did to him right after this. He was going to send Thanos on a cosmic tour of the multiverse. That would have ended with him inside the superflow layer of the multiverse to be judged by the Living Tribunal. Obviously, the ending of Avengers Infinity War would have been the same, so it's implied that Doctor Strange would not have achieved his intended outcome in taking Thanos to be judged by the Living Tribunal. They would have had to explain how Thanos either escapes judgment or defeats the Living Tribunal, which is kind of ridiculous by itself. If you're not a big comic book reader and you don't know about Marvel's big cosmic entities, the Living Tribunal is the most powerful guardian of the entire multiverse, and its mission is to protect the sum total of all the alternate realities and dimensions from mystical imbalances. When someone like Thanos threatens to tip that balance, it will lay judgment on people. But it really only gets involved in the biggest, highest order multiverse stuff. When someone is only threatening one universe, as bad as that sounds, usually there are lower order cosmic beings that step in to deal with that. Really good example is the Celestials. The Celestials are way lower on the cosmic totem pole in terms of hierarchy from the Living Tribunal. Eternity is the only bigger and more powerful being than the Living Tribunal. But the Living Tribunal isn't invincible. There are other Marvel characters that have defeated it in the comics in the past, but obviously we haven't really touched on it that much in the MCU. So number 1 WTF, a lot of this higher level multiverse, cosmic weird stuff that was cut out of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, they're going to be doing during Marvel Phase 4. The multiverse is the next step, explaining it for all the casuals. That's what's going on with Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, Sam Raimi, welcome back to the fold, Wandavision, the new Loki series, setting the stage for multiverse-level villains and time travel villains like Kang the Conqueror, and higher-order cosmic entities like the Celestials during the Eternals movie. So Marvel Phase 4 is going to give us a much deeper version of the cosmic, super weird history of the MCU going back to the dawn of creation. It's going to be really cool. Here's my big question for you guys. Let me know in the comments, what is the big cosmic stuff that you want them to do during Marvel Phase 4? And what's going to happen in the next couple of months is we're going to start getting the first Eternals trailer, the first Venom 2 trailer, more Morbius trailers, more details on what's going on with Tom Holland's Spider-Man crossover. Of course, I'll be doing videos for all that stuff, but post your video requests and big questions in the comments below. So everyone click here for my other big Avengers Infinity Saga deleted scenes, and click here for my brand new Spider-Man 4 announcement breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.